All right, 1 minute and we're getting started. Okay, so hello everyone. Welcome to our webinar. I see many people from all over the world. I see people from the States, from Australia. Okay, so before I start, let me introduce myself. So my name is George Dunau. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer at HashAlpha Global. And my role is to oversee our global expansion strategy, partner development, and marketing strategies between infrastructure performance and sustainable growth. And today I start this webinar. Today's session is not a pitch in the traditional sense. It's an explanation of how real blockchain infrastructure works, where value is actually created in decentralized networks, and how HashAlpha is structuring access to that value between peers and institutional value in a responsible and scalable way. So let me introduce our Chief Executive Officer before we go deeper into how this strategy is executed day to day. I want to hand this over to the person responsible for turning structure into reality. Valent, our Chief Executive Officer, leads HashAlpha's operational execution, governance, and long-term infrastructure strategy. He's focused on ensuring that validator operations remain secure, compliant, and scalable. Valen will walk you through how the system is being executed and the operational level and how we are building with discipline in the long term. All right, Valent.
All right. Hello, everybody. Hello, world. Thank you for everybody and all your time in joining us. I know the time to try and sync up with everybody globally is a bit difficult, but I do appreciate, especially everybody from the US, from Australia, from all around Asia, and hopefully, I think Europe as well. So, thank you, everybody. I'll jump right into it.
All right.
We're Hash Alpha. We are a infrastructure company. We transform all the complex blockchain infrastructure that, makes everything work for crypto into simple access for people. Okay. That's kind of what, in a nutshell, what we really do. We operate a network of Ethereum validator nodes and enhance it with MEV boost technology. And in plain English, as I just said, we run the servers that keep Ethereum secure. But we're more than just a tech company. We're evolving into a full digital asset ecosystem built on three things. First is obviously our validator infrastructure. Later on this year, we'll start putting out our NFT reputation system. That's rewards for you guys as you keep supporting our network. We want to support you with rewards and enhanced value for your time and your help to us to get this thing built. And even down further, we'll also have our own hash utility token. And it's not just about earnings, it's about giving you guys access to long-term ownership in the Web3 economy. All right. Now, our vision is ambitious. We want to become the world's leading retail to institutional infrastructure ecosystem. Whether you're a small investor or a large institution, you should get some benefit from this global decentralized economy. That's the next shift. This is going to be as big as the internet. All right. And we want to make sure we democratize this. We want to make it accessible to everybody. So we're taking the complexity of running 32 Ethereum validators and making it verifiable and accessible to everyone. Now, before we talk about the technology, let's talk about trust. You guys have obviously seen my profile, it's on there. I've been involved with a lot of exciting things in the last 20 years, and this is the next one that I think is great. Now, in this industry, trust is everything. We operate under Hash Alpha Limited. It's a company that's registered by the BVI Financial Services Commission, and we aren't hiding in the shadows. We meet international compliance standards because we're building a business that we want to be here for decades. All right. Now, jumping into the next step of how this thing really works. All right. Um, it's a simple cycle. We get your deposits in, your funds enter our pool. All right. We take those funds, we aggregate them, and we develop new 32 Ethereum validator slots on the Ethereum network. Those 32 Ethereum slots, as of today, they're probably costing about, I think the number is close to 100,000 US per slot. So that gives you an idea of what kind of capital is needed to put this together. And those validators are ones that enhance and then they make that Ethereum network secure. So we earn the rewards on the consensus and the priority fees. And we take those rewards and based on your investment with us, we distribute those rewards back to you daily, up to a 1.3% ROI. It fluctuates on the amount of level that you put into it, which I think George will get in next. Oops, sorry. Now we don't just rely on standard staking. That's kind of what our secret sauce is for this. We use what we call MEV boost, maximum extractable value. All right. This allows the validators to capture all the extra profit from optimizing how the transactions are ordered on block. If you are have any familiar with blockchain, that's in the name right there. It's a chain of blocks tied together to help make this network decentralized and secure. It's not a single site like banks or anything else. This is the core of what makes the whole crypto infrastructure work. It's distributed, so each validator node really has a record of all the transactions that's happened before and a secure way of making sure any future transactions are tied together as well. That's really the core of it. And that's what we take and we make that accessible to everybody. In this case, hopefully you guys. All right. And that's what also gets us the ability to give competitive and sustainable daily returns. It's I keep saying this, and I'm going to say this publicly. It's not as lucrative as some of the other things you might see out there, but that's because we're trying to make this so it's maintainable and sustainable. It's good. I mean, it's tied into the core of the crypto infrastructure, and that's the best way I can say it. All right. Now, oh,
Okay.
sorry, George.
I think I can jump into this
Okay.
one. Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yep. Yep. Sure.
all right. So yeah, I just want to clarify the structure and how it's further how the reward distribution mechanic works. So I'll backroll to the MEV, so which stands for maximal extractable value, and it's often misunderstood because in simple terms, when many transactions are waiting to be included in the block, some users are willing to pay more to be processed sooner. So the whole staking process is just I feel like it's like a decentralized banking system, but the part of it just that due to transactions and hold the pool of money. So when EVME Boost allows validators to receive optimized blocks from professional builders, like from the hardware, order transactions efficiently, capture higher transaction fees transparently. So this does not exploit user to break protocol lines. Maybe already exist in Ethereum. So all structures exist in Ethereum network already. So we're just using the processes and the system and we optimize it in a way that rewards everyone, not just institutions, not just uh, big, whales, how we call them, right? So HashAlpha simply captures it professionally and consistently instead of leaving value unclaimed. And when the validator generate rewards per epoch, I'm not gonna go too much into details and technicality. Just just gonna continue what's gonna bring the profits and how it can be used. So validator income is not perfectly smooth. So some days generate more fees, some days generate fewer. So HashAlpha managed this by aggregating rewards daily, right? Averaging payouts, maintaining operational buffer. This reduced volatility for participants while remaining fully tied to actual validator performance, not projections. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. Thank you. All right, so here we have staking plans, entry economics. So access is structured across commitment levels. All right, so we want people to join and stay there per cycle. Well, first of all, validators work per cycle too. So money has to stay there to generate value. Otherwise, it's not going to work, basically. So validator lights, for example, entry from $100, 60-day cycle, which is kind of short, in my opinion, and up to 0.5% daily reward return. So we go light, plus, pro, and elite. Okay, and obviously, if you invest more, it's better to hold the money longer term to generate more value and distribute it across your team. So higher tiers commit capital longer, improving validator predictability, which is, again, increases the rewards, okay? So the chance of reward as well. So it's a little bit of a chance, but it's still predictable, okay? So, and distribute the rewards accordingly. So returns are variable because real infrastructure does not produce fixed yields, okay? It fluctuates. All right, practical staking example. All right, here is, okay, we have here loyalty multiplier program. Okay, so starting from the growth pool, investors earn additional ROI boosts when completing multiple consecutive staking. Oh, okay. So when you continue your cycle and you don't withdraw your money, you multiply your rewards. Okay, so your ROI will be, for example, if you go a second cycle, will be plus 0.5 or 0.2, excuse me, percent. Early loyalty bonus, third cycle, fourth, and the fifth cycles. Okay, up to 1% you can add to your ROI. All right. All right, so HashAlpha Global Compensation Plan. So growth incentives are where many systems strive. So HashAlpha's compensation structure is built around one rule. Bonuses must come from validator year, not from deposits. Okay, so it's not like we are leveraging or doing the crypto exchange, or it's basically operating the very function of the network. Okay, so this prevents capital depletion, infinite payout obligation, and liquidity stress. Infrastructure always comes first. Okay, so there are three distinct earning mechanics. So referral bonus, transactional and paid once. Then team performance bonuses derived from validator rewards, and rank achievement bonuses, one-time milestone payments. Okay, each category has a defined role. So non-compound endlessly. This prevents it from, Ponzi scheme kind of structure, because basically it doesn't get this loop, endless loop where people just joining, get the rewards. No, it's one-time payment, and then you get the yield from validator work, okay? We got referral bonus numbers and rationable. Okay, next slide, please, Val. All right. So referral rewards are capped intentionally. Okay. Referral system reward you immediately when someone in your network makes their list first deposit. So simple as that. It's, for example, 10% referral pool distributed across 10 levels. Okay, so maximum exposure capped at 20%. Paid only on first time deposit. I'll just give you an example. If a direct referral deposits $10,000, for example, the referral bonus is paid once and never repeated. So this rewards growth without turning infrastructure into a marketing fund. Okay. So total payout, let's see if I'm missing anything here. Yeah, it's based on the rank level, obviously. So it will I'll get to the team performance a little bit later. One-time event. So subsequent top-ups by the same investor do not trigger. That's what I mean, basically. The same investor does not trigger additional referral bonuses, okay? So let's go to the team performance bonus so I can explain it a little bit more in depth. So the most important incentive in the system is the team performance bonus. We creating an ecosystem. So infrastructure already exists, okay? And we creating the ecosystem where we trying to support each other. So to create a team that will strive, and obviously if we work it together, it will generate more yield. This is just using the function of the network. Okay, so this bonus is paid only from validated rewards. So if a team member earns $100 today, for example, from staking rewards, and your leadership tier qualifies for 10%, I'm just throwing numbers here, okay? You earn, so it's easier to calculate, sorry. All right, so you earn $10 that same day, okay? So if validators do not earn, bonuses do not pay. So this ensures leaders grow only when infrastructure performs, keeping systems sustainable, okay? So what's the requirement? Maintain your own staking position active directly to stay qualified. Obviously, you have to keep the money in the system to get qualified for the bonus rewards. Okay, so derived only from validated rewards. I mentioned that up to 10 levels deep, unlocked by rank. That's obvious too. Frequency paid daily in real time or batch investors, right? Intervals, I'm sorry. So yeah, I mean, the rewards generated daily, so the bonus works same way. Okay, all right. Let's see the next one. So now let's look at how deep team performance reward can go. Okay, so we have 10 levels plus 2 additional levels for real sharks. Okay, so I will start with the first level tier. Just quick overview of the whole system here. Team bonuses are unlocked progressively by rank. So you can jump from one to another. I mean, directly, you just jump into a level if you invest and you have like 10 direct deposits with you. So if you're confident, if you already have a team, you can jump into like level 5, for example. Right. Okay. Okay, so quick remark, all the questions we will collect. So while I'm presenting, Val, for example, can collect the questions and we will answer them after, or maybe you'll find an answer during the presentation. Okay, so team bonuses are unlocked progressively by rank. Early ranks earn from fewer levels. Okay, so senior rank unlock deeper level up to 10 levels plus global overrides. Why is this structured? So unlimited depth from day one creates unsustainable obligations. So controlled depth ensures that leadership is earned, not assumed. So basically that pushes the system that we create, the ecosystem here, to push further. So validator yield is never overextended and growth follows competence, not just hype. Okay, is this infrastructure math, not marketing math? Okay. I would hand it over to Val unless we can, I don't know, get
Yep.
into
Okay.
details with the percentage, but I think it's clear. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you, George. Yes. So, like I said, we're trying to build more than just a rewards platform. We're building our participation economy around the validator infrastructure. That's something that, again, most people won't have easy access to. And based on the threshold for creating a validator node in Ethereum, it's not something that they take lightly, obviously. So that's kind of our key part of it. Now, to support this long-term vision, we're introducing some additional digital assets. As we said, right now we're getting the validator nodes up and running. The next phase will be creating our validator NFTs, which are rewards for our participants who come in and help support our network. That's what we want to make this do. And in the future, reputation is key, as you see it now. And this is what those NFTs help measure, I guess, is your reputation. The more you stake, the more you participate with this, the more NFTs you'll get. And based on that, you can, reach higher rank tiers. You unlock additional value for our network, and also have additional votes to help participate in what we do going forward as well. All right. Now, beyond that, we also will be coming out with a hash token. This is our third pillar that we talked about before. And this is kind of the utility governance incentive layer that we want to include into the HashAlpha ecosystem. It's not a quick launch token. It's something that we want to make sure it's introduced after our validator operations reach scale so we can make sure there's value in this token when it comes out. We don't have it planned for I think later this year. It might be at the end of this year or towards early next year where this will be coming out. Okay. Now, those tokens will end up powering all the future features of HashAlpha, right? From governance to infrastructure staking and to obviously our ecosystem rewards that we'll also put out as well. And it's a portion of all the validator MAV yields that come in and help drive this whole system together. All right. Now, we want to design HashAlpha to become a full blockchain infrastructure brand. All right, for validator as a service, for MEV yield vaults, institutional grade staking pools. All right, so we're trying to give everybody access to things that are usually with the bigger crypto players. So this is what we really, do. And because of the decentralized network of it, this is everything ties back to the key port of infrastructure. All right. This is just a sample user journey where they just kind of come in and start staking, helping support our validator networks and start earning rewards. After certain milestones are reached, again later in the year, we'll start watching out the NFT so they can have some measurement of their success with our network and of how much they've been participating as well. And from there on, that's when we can also accumulate those and drive to their hash tokens later on as well. All right. Oops, sorry. Now, it's a cloud system, but because of the distributed nature of the network, we have nodes in all around the world. In this case, in Singapore, Switzerland, both coasts of the United States, and also in Europe out of the United Kingdom. Now, this ensures that the performance is good no matter where you are in the world. And we're very critical to make sure that everything's secure. All right. This is, again, we're tied into the core structure of the crypto networks infrastructure. We're validating all those transactions that people make on the network. Again, it's not just for Ethereum. If you take an example of USDT, when you do transfers with USDT and you select ERC20 as the network you use, that's something that needs to be validated on the Ethereum network. So we want to make sure that that keeps, because we see that growing leaps and bounds into the future as well. And tying into that, that's our system accepts Ethereum, USDT, obviously, on both ERC20 and TRC20 networks, and of course USDC and Bitcoin as well. So it makes it flexible for anybody who wants to participate with our network across the globe, which, as I see, everybody's in their own place all around the world. All right. Security is very important for us. That's kind of the thing that makes this, and it's non-negotiable. We use hardware security modules to make sure that all the key management of the security is taking place. Key signing transactions are never exposed to the internet. We undergo internal processes and third-party performance validations as well to make sure that this is completely secure. Your capital is protected by enterprise level protocols. Okay. Oops. So, as I stated at the beginning, we're legal and compliant. We're registered with um, in the BVI, British Virgin Islands. All right. So we are fully under their compliance. Okay. And all our transparency reports will be published monthly on Gitbook, and we have obviously internal audits that help also verify everything on the performance side and our actions. Okay. Now, I also want to get in touch a little bit with the roadmap so you kind of see what we're going to plan to do going forward. We are we've spent most of 2024 developing this, getting this formation done, starting to make sure it works, proof of concept as well. And then we started the validator deployment throughout last year. Okay. This is what's gearing up to our launch date today. All right, which is we're just a few weeks behind schedule. All right. So we today is what we want to do to get access to everybody to make it become publicly operational. So we're combining all the validator technology, all the transparency where you can see all those validator nodes working in action, and also enabling you guys as the community to help drive our growth. As I mentioned, expanding out through the rest of this year, we already have over our 100 active Ethereum validators running. We hope to grow that more with your help as well. And we also want this, as we get to scale, to become a validator as a service for institutional clients. All right. And of course, as some of you have mentioned, we're also looking to expand this into regional offices throughout the world as well. As we bring on our leaders in key areas, we want to make sure we provide full support as a company to help enable you to participate in this. And as I mentioned too, the token is actually planned for, if not end of this year, probably towards next year. And that's something to give you ability to make flexible liquid staking as well. And beyond that, we also plan to become much more institutionalized. So we want to become a leader in blockchain infrastructure. That's not a light goal considering all the players out there right now. So, this is we by that time hope to have 1,000 plus validating nodes working globally for us. And with the growth of Ethereum and the crypto infrastructure going forward, I think that's actually a lower bar than we should be expecting. Okay. This is just a standard disclaimer slide as well. And I hope that we covered most of the things you might have needed to talk about. And we'll actually open up for some questions in a little bit. But back to George to let's see what we can do next.
Yeah, so just like I'm a marketing guy, so I wanna uh to wrap up in a nice package here. Okay, so basically the staking system, it's a straightforward system. Um, um, just want to say this is kind of boring system because it's you just deposit money, wait the return, and it's just waiting the cycle. If you want to continue, you reinvest the money, you wait again, and then you have a team. Yes, but we create here an ecosystem, an infrastructure, community that will govern that system as well. It could be a big thing if you think about it. So this system will push other users to bring people in, not just by referrals. Like I said, it's not the endless loop here. It's a staking process. So reinvestment, bringing more people. Obviously, we need to come up with some sort of reward for new participants so they, joining faster, and other things who can also invest and hold their investments for a longer time can be also rewarded not just by value, but also as a ranking system, which is also like a little bit of a gamified process here, right? So it's uh, yeah, I mean, the ranking system is just, again, it pushes the leaders go to the next level, get the better rewards, take care of the team that they creating. So yeah, it's just makes much, uh, let's say fun. But yeah, it's just the system, the boring system that creates more interesting community that supports each other. So yeah, just wanted to say that because yeah, we understand all the technical parts of this, but it's also a community, and I hope we can create a good community, that's supportive community. So HashAlpha, it's not just shortcuts, for financial freedom. It's a process. So it's offering access to infrastructure that already exists, so already produce value. So we just need to organize it in a good way, in a supportive way, and it's going to work. So already secures global capital. Participation may begin with staking. Over time, it evolves into a governance. So long term, it becomes infrastructure ownership through contribution. Okay, you contribute, you get the ranks. That's a durable system we're building. So thank you everyone for your time. Thank you, Val. If you want to add anything, and yeah,
Sure.
I think it's a wrap here.
Okay, just a real quickly. I mean, I want to really hit this point hard.
Hmm.
It's not trading. So it's not trading. It's not we're enabling you to have access to participate in the crypto infrastructure. That's kind of key. So I don't, it's not something that needs to be, I mean, we can answer questions that you'll have later on. And it's just, it's our yield comes from the core pieces of the crypto network. In this case, Ethereum. And again, we want to make sure that this is everything we do on those validator nodes is completely traceable and tractable. It's like anything on the blockchain. Any transaction is also validated and checked and can be seen. And the same thing with us. So please get with your leaders, talk with them, ask us more questions. We'll have some more calls to handle this one-on-one as well going forward. And again, it's like I said before, it's not that lucrative as other plays. And but it also what do you call it? It's because we want to make sure it's sustainable. It's something that can be done methodically, and we want to grow this. We want to grow this into something very huge going forward as well. All right. Thank you all again for your time, and hope to talk with you guys soon.